All right, guys. My name is Dr. Sharnael Wolverton Sehon. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are well. I hope this is live. I want to talk to you guys about the winner effect. Interesting. I just heard about this yesterday, and I really was definitely getting my mind going. I made a few notes about it. Apparently in 1961, they did some experiments with animals regarding, like, they put crickets in these cages and had them fight each other, and found out that when certain crickets would win, they would continue winning over and over and over again. And so they actually did tests with other animals as well, and tested hormones of the winners, and they found out that things would happen, like oxytocin would happen, and also testosterone would increase the more that these animals would win. So going down the line, it was proven that animals, and now humans, they did some more experiments over time, and they have found out that winners win. Go figure. Again, it goes back to a little bit with the hormone situation, but if we know with energy, what we think about matters. And when we have certain hormone changes, those hormones not only generate in the body, but they project out into the field. So if we're looking at this on an energetic situation, if we have certain hormones, of course, you're going to make different choices. You're going to maybe take more risks and be excited and happy and have feelings that follow those hormones. But on an energy level, you're also attracting some things. So this goes back to my book, and I talk a lot about all of this, about changing patterns and the science of miracles. And I just wanted to go over a few things today, because I thought, in light of where we are in the world right now, that this is something that it would be a good reminder for us, literally remind. No matter what the contest was, with humans and people, with everything, whether it was like sports or whatever the situation is, something about winning and the winner effect gave winners more of an edge for any competition that came up in the future. Now we can look at that because basically winners keep winning. Winner's gonna win. It's like the saying. But no matter what contest, the mere act of winning gave them the edge for winning again. I made a few notes here, but I was thinking about Matthew 13 when it talked about that whole scripture too. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Matthew 13. Where is it? Let's see. It talks about basically everything that you're given, whatsoever you're given more. Hold on, where is it? I had it. Okay, I can't find it right now. I was looking at that scripture, and then also, just thinking everyone that's given is actually given more. And then everyone that doesn't have something is taken away. I've always looked at that scripture and thought that is just super weird, in the idea of, like, what makes that happen? Oh, here it is. Oh no, it's not. Whosoever hath, to him it shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whoever hath not, from him shall be taken away even that which he seemeth not to have. Matthew 13:12. I'm sure there's a better version that I could look up, and it would sound easier. But that was interesting. So what about losers and losing streaks? If winners automatically win and have the winner effect, then that would seem to mean that losers' testosterone would drop, which is true, they found out. And they had a tendency to have the mindset like, oh my God, I lose, and they just keep losing too. So the opposite goes into that. Now again, let's look at this on an energy level. I wrote down a few notes, because how do we switch it up? What if you are the person who's been losing? And what if you're the person who's been winning? You probably don't want to switch up winning, because winning is awesome. But if you're the loser and you've been losing and things haven't worked out and you keep having those patterns where things aren't working out for you, first of all, I would say definitely get the book, The Science of Miracles. Remembering the frequency of love. This gets you out of those patterns. And I'll give you a few things. Number one, I wrote this down. All progress depends on increased attention and or imagery. What you focus on, you make room for. And if you have a positive focus, that focus of attention or imagery that's in the positive goes out. That is created through the brain, the limbic system. Cannot tell the difference between real and fake. So your projection then puts out a code of positivity and positive imagery from what you're seeing, and then you create a code that magnetizes that back to you when you start getting situations that are more positive. I was looking at Philippians 3:13 and 14. This one thing I do, forgetting those things that are behind and press towards the mark. What is the mark? Winning in this case. Whatever it is, whether it's real estate, a certain kind of job, grades, making cheerleader, whatever the thing is. When we can not give attention to losing, but focus all attention on not just winning, but the imagery of winning, whatever the winner thing is for you, and the attention and the imagery of the feeling that you have after you've won, then that's what's going to create a different biofield. Remember, biofield is dual. It goes out, radiating out, but also magnetizes back in. We're going to talk about that. So number two, the secret to success is positive imagination. The word imagination, I love that word because it's to imagination, and maybe you're imaging your nation one way or another. Or your personal pocket of whatever your world is about. But progress comes from being aware of what we're thinking about, what we're talking about, what we're feeling. And progress comes from those who do not take the accepted view. Those that don't accept the world as it is. We can change the world with our thoughts, with our feelings, with action, with doing different things. You know, they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So guess what? Do something different. Do something new. Imagine something else. Outpicture where you've currently been and change it up. Your imagination is you, and what you imagine matters. It's very, very important what we're thinking about, what we're talking about, and what we're feeling. James 1:18 says, a double-minded man makes instability in all their ways, in all his ways. So if we're going back and forth even on positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, that's going to increase chaotic energy, which I talk about in my book, basically purgatory. You don't get anywhere. You take one step forward and then you go back energetically. And so every phase of your life is by the exercise of imagination and what you're thinking about, what you're talking about, and what you're feeling. So get a new thought. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Recommit. The word commit, it means to come back to you, to come to you, come it. Recreate. Remember, we are immortal, and your limbic system cannot tell the difference between what is, quote, real and what is fake. So if we can focus on the imagery of already winning, remember that creates magnetism. And magnetism is generated and displayed and projected into the field. So when that magnetism goes out as a radiation, it also brings back and pulls back the code goes out, and then it magnetizes to you. So feelings do matter. Whatever you conceive, we conceive what we believe. So whatever you conceive comes from your belief system. So if you don't know what's going on, look around at the patterns that are happening and you'll realize you did that, we did that, I did that. Everything that comes to us doesn't just happen. It's created by a force that's generated within us already. It's generating and magnetizing and bringing it back to us. So we can out image what's going on. We can out picture what's going on, and we can change things just by recommitting, remembering that everything happens from us and what we do. Again, I would definitely encourage you guys to grab this book if you haven't. I have it on audio now too, which is super cool. And then also too, I have been really having fun with this little baby right here. I don't know if you guys have this, but I am really enjoying these new oils. The Divine Destiny collection comes with Daily Divine. Been super fun with that one. I Am Blessed is another one that's super fun. And this is my best one, my favorite so far. I love this one. I Am Creative. Yeah, I've been having fun with this one. Hey, Heather. So, but yeah, we are creating one way or another, so we might as well create good stuff. And if the whole winning effect is true, which it is, then that means we can basically manufacture winning. And I am all about it. I think that this is a great time for us to get together on a collective and do some winning for this world. How about that? Who wants to win? Whatever it is, I don't know. In your life, in your family, in your relationships, in your health, in your finances, winning is awesome. So let's get that winning effect in order, and let's put it out there. What things you do choose to imagine in the positive, and create those things and see some progression, some positive progression of winning. I would love to hear your winning effect. And if you need to do a personal consultation, I am here. I love working with people and outcome mapping and seeing what I can do to find if there's any snags that we can like iron out and change up in conscious language or thinking or belief systems. And you guys have a happy Sunday. Hope this is helpful. Definitely grab my book and my audio. And hey, Denise. Hey, Mary. You guys have a good one. Talk soon.